Breaking Bad. One of the greatest shows of all time, and yet in the back of my mind, all I could think was, what if this show was an anime? I looked online hoping someone had already done this, and while there are some pretty epic attempts, I didn't feel like any of them captured the essence of what I was looking for in an anime opener. So I decided to take it upon myself to create the greatest Breaking Bad opener of all time. So, what makes a good anime opener? Well, after watching hundreds of hours of anime openers, you need to include a few things, and for you anime nerds out there, this is mostly shonen based. Firstly, the main character needs to look serious and go through some sort of transformation. We need to have still shots of characters standing dynamically, reenacting key scenes from the show, but don't make sense out of context unless you've seen the show. We need people looking up. We need head turns, lots and lots of head turns. Hands reaching out, lots of waving cloth and hair. Smoke and particles, quick dynamic poses, walking in slow motion, a sick animation scene, a teaser of a big villain but you don't know who it is, and of course a banger music track. Originally I picked this sick rock punk anthem which was pretty perfect in a lot of ways except on how it ended, but I thought I'd figure that out later. Sponsor time!
Is your boss constantly harassing you to get those motion graphics out on a deadline?
No! God, please, no!
Well, cut those times in half using the Lyric Video Creator Kit. 22 customizable presets, templates, motion backgrounds, and best of all, you don't need any After Effects skills. Just drag and drop them onto your Premiere timeline and you're good to go. So what are you waiting for? Grab that Lyric Video Creator Kit in the description today so you can get out of work early and go sit on some beach somewhere or wherever it is you like to go. You do you.
Let's get storyboarding. The first pass was mostly to try and recreate all the characters with an anime vibe. I drew a lot from the style of Jujutsu Kaisen to get the look of some of the characters. In fact, I made Jesse look very similar to Yuji in this case. Once I nailed down the look, it was time to start detailing the line art and animating some of the scenes. The opening scene of Walt in his underpants was a no-brainer. Of course, the Winnebago is an iconic character in itself. Walt cooking his first batch was also in my head. And also, I wanted Tuco's explosion scene, but I basically ran out of time and settled for just the aftermath, which still turned out pretty sick. In my head, I had an idea of a shot where Walt is walking away from the building as it's smoldering in slow motion, so I decided to animate the walk cycle. But as it turns out, animating anything walking in slow motion is a real pain in the butt, and it took so long to do this shot. In fact, I got so depressed doing this shot that I started having one of those existential crises.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
But after having a good night's sleep and getting back to it, I was fine. Sometimes you just need a good night's sleep, am I right? Okay, scenes are all drawn. Let's start placing this stuff into the edit. And yes, while I said editing in After Effects is a garbage idea, I went ahead and started editing in After Effects. Yes, alright, I'm a hypocrite, okay? Sue me. Now, I sent the first draft back to my sister, and the first thing she said was, "Is this Skylar?" And she was right. I couldn't figure out how to make Skylar feel like Skylar. Now, at this stage, I did consider taking her out, but seeing as she's only one of the few female characters in the show, I wanted to keep her in. But what is it that captures Skylar's essence? With Walt, it's the bald head, glasses, and goatee. With Jesse, it's the beanie and the oversized hoodie. With Gus, it's the glasses and the way he readjusts his tie. And with Saul, it's just like Saul, you know? Every character has something very larger than life, but Skylar doesn't have anything. But then it struck me. Skylar smokes. And the fact that she smokes was because she felt trapped inside Walt's world. Perfect. Originally I had her animating this head turn, but that didn't really feel like something that Skylar would do. In fact, I don't think she would even look anywhere close to the camera. So I just animated her in this pose and then added some smoke to just really give her a bit of a vibe. Okay, we're full steam ahead and we're getting the composite together. Add some nice glows to everyone's glasses, putting some slight movement on the poses that don't have any movement, and add some hand-drawn leaves to make the scene not feel so dead. But since I took the head turn away from Skylar, I wanted to give someone else the head turn. So I decided Hank was going to be the one to get it. However, this proved to be more difficult than I originally intended, and man, this really did my head in. How do people get this so smooth?
I'm talking about practice!
We'll get into the end, but something was still bothering me. Was the music really what I wanted? While I think the vibe was right, the track wasn't in Japanese. But stock music sites don't have tracks in Japanese, do they? So I went and had a poke around, and lo and behold, there it was. It was there, clear as day, the song I needed, and it was glorious. So I slapped that track into the edit, pushed it around a little, and then we got this. I learned a lot, but my word, I only probably got about 10% of what I actually wanted out of the vid, but I guess I'll apply what I learned for the next one. And if you're interested in learning animation, check out this tutorial on how to make a character walk right here. Thanks for watching.